Honorable vessels.
Yes.
Ms. Machaun, do you see how this committee has been very patient with you?
Yes, Chair.
Yes. The honorable member has asked you a question there and you have not responded to it. How do you link the press conference of General Mkhwanazi with what you are alleging? That's the question in brief.
Themba Mkhwanazi exited Anglo-American PLC on the 30th of June, 2025. Themba Mkhwanazi was the member of the Mineral Council. He was the vice president of the Mineral Council South Africa, and then exited the Mineral Council as well before the end of, I think it was round about the 4th, because I usually check his whereabouts. And then on the 6th, there was a press brief. When the General Sibia was testifying, was saying that he went to KwaZulu-Natal for the 4th of July. I was staying at Greyville, where the horse racing pitch is, just opposite gate number 16 there. And then usually my phone is always off. And then
No. We're not going to allow that, please. Don't abuse us. How do you link the press conference of the 6th of July to the allegations that you make against Themba Mkhwanazi? You say that it's you who says the conference of July was meant to stop the arrest of Themba Mkhwanazi, correct? In which way? That is what the honorable member wants to know.
In the way that immediately after Themba exited on the 31st, that's when that prompted, because I saw it as a panic. That's how I viewed it.
Was there any impending arrest on Mr. Themba Mkhwanazi?
From the challenges that I had, and I've seen the police being afraid of him because they said he was.
Was there any case opened against Themba Mkhwanazi where he was supposed to be immediately arrested?
My case was opened.
Okay. And then in that case, he was supposed to have been immediately arrested.
I can say so.
And then because you have opened a case against him, okay, the case that you opened, is it against him or is it against the cyber attack that you suffered?
It is against him.
It's against him. It's
Yes.
against him.
Yes, Chair.
Okay, you can continue, honorable vessels.
Thank you, Chair. I'll conclude. Ma'am, is it at all possible that I think we do understand your frustration? You laid a complaint and you don't feel that the police that's there to protect you and to protect the citizens of the country are giving the necessary urgency to your complaint and the gravity thereof. Is it at all possible that, given that fact, that you are making certain conclusions and drawing certain conclusions, that's not necessarily fact, but conclusions? And I just want to check with you if that's at all possible. We do understand your frustration. And as we said in the beginning, this committee will refer this and see to it that there's investigations as they should be. But I do want to ask you, are you sure that you're not making certain premature conclusions based on your frustrations? Thank you, Chair.
I viewed the 6th of July as a defensive strategy.
Okay. Honorable Top.
The statement, Chair. I'm just going to be short. But my first question to you, do you have evidence that the Mkhwanazi you are talking about, Themba, why? I mean, are you sure that he's a relative to Themba Mkhwanazi?
Reading the underworld communication, how they communicate.
No, the question is, do you have evidence?
I
Is
do have evidence of the readings that they are doing, and I can do the explanation if you.
No, not explanation. Can you provide us with evidence? An attachment of that?
Of the communication of the underworld.
No, the relationship that they are related.
The relationship, while I was in KwaZulu-Natal, they were calling.
no. Mama Jowl, wait. We don't have that time. Do you have evidence of the relationship between the two Mkhwanazis? Yes or no?
I don't know whether to say yes or no, because I have a video of the Mkhwanazi clan, how they get together and calling everybody.
Okay. Chair, I'll pass on that because of time. You alleged here that Themba Mkhwanazi, in fact, you said he resigned on the 6th of June. Am I right on the date?
That month end.
18 June.
18 June.
30.
And do you know why?
Yes, I do.
Can you briefly explain to the committee?
How he left, and I'm gonna.
Can you be on there?
How he left with his sources. There was a Black Management Forum in roundabout May, and then one of his sources reported him because he's working with the sources that he has everywhere. Reported him at the media. As I recall, it was Ketim Tlatlane, and then he pointed the guy called from Postmansberg to explain their challenges. And the guy indicated that when they had contract at Anglo American, they were getting paid 2 weeks after that contract, before even the contract started, of which it was a way of to want to exit Anglo American because it was on media. And then what happened is that for his exit.
Let me put it to you. Themba Mkhwanazi was the director at Anglo American, a regional director for Africa and Australia. You know that?
Yes, I am aware.
You know why he stepped down? Let me put it to you. He stepped down because the CEO of Anglo American, Duncan Oneblood, when Vateria Platinum, when they were restructuring the company, he had to step down. Do you know that? Or you refute that?
It's not all about the restructuring of the company itself.
It's not. They were not restructuring.
If I had the statement of the CEO, I will try and get it and read it to you, because he was saying Themba's exit of Anglo American is questionable.
Madam, with due respect, the issue of Themba Mkhwanazi, because remember we do research as well, extensive research. What we are saying, we are misleading us. But be that as it may, you alleged here that we are one of the victims because Themba was destroying black leadership. The Hawks busted off more than 200 million at Sishen Mine. It's part of Themba Mkhwanazi's instruction to the Hawks to collect money.
What happened?
200 million collected by Hawks.
What happened is that one of his sources, during that time, one of his sources took money to the mine, which is Kulumela mine.
What the value, the one which is 200 million?
It was a lot of money that was being collected during that time. I don't know if it's 200 million or whatever. But then the people that took the money to report about the cash that is being made out of the contractors, which is collected by managers.
Yeah, but here, it's a pity that you did not punctuate your statement. There's no paragraph, but
On which,
what you said here.
on which statement are you talking about?
No,
'Cause I'm testifying.
hence I'm saying your statement has no paragraph, there's no page number, but you said in one of the pages here, I don't know how I'm going to lead you to that. Last part one, I think the last page. You said here, I'm one of the victims. The Hawks basket of more than 200 millions at Sitchin Mine is part of the Themba Mkhwanazi, instructed to the Hawks to collect the money.
What happened during that time? It was in 2023, right? When the report from the Hawks came out, when I was
2020? 23.
2023, round about August.
But here you say 2020.
Surely it was a mistake of the typing error, but it was in 2023.
Now, you know 200 million, over 200 million collected at the mine. 200 million, and give it to the Hawks.
The Hawks came raiding the houses of the managers and collected that money.
That money. So in other words, if you want to probe this matter, we will get that statement from the police in that area.
In that area, they will give you that evidence because it happened.
Thank you. Now, you gave the issues here about, like I think Honorable Vessels tried on that one as well. There's an issue here about the loan, the bank statement. You say they refuse to give you a bank statement. Am I right?
Yes.
But a bank statement, you can get it yourself. You don't need somebody to give you a bank statement. You can take your bank card to an ATM and get a bank statement. If you're unable to get it on an app, why do you need somebody to give you a bank statement?
There isn't a bank statement that you get from an ATM from Investec Bank.
Yeah, now?
So what happened is that...
Wait a second. You know, there's NetBank here. No, not Investec. I don't want to go there because I don't want to say to people Investec is better than the other one. You said it's got nothing to do with Investec you are talking about. Your statement say here, NetBank Sundown, Mrs. Jennifer Muller has refused to give me a bank statement. Not in Investec.
Okay. Can I explain
Yes.
what led to that? During my challenge, I had a challenge with Investec and NetBank, whereby what happened between the two banks, I was supposed to get the statement that links my funds from Investec to NetBank. So I went to NetBank in Sandton to request the bank statement during that particular time, of which is not from the ATM, but from the bank itself. So they refused me on that statement.
No, madam, I'm going to ask again this question because it's you who wrote here. You said NetBank, Ms. Jennifer, refused to give me a bank statement. So I'm saying to you, with your bank card of that NetBank, you can go to a ATM, you can get your bank statement.
A backdated bank statement.
Is what?
Backdated bank statement.
Yeah, you put a date. If you want a 6 months one, you put a date there on the ATM machine.
Dated statement doesn't come on the ATM machines. That's why I went to the bank.
Let me. So you agree that you are wrong to say Investec?
No, Investec is part of my statement there.
No. I'm talking about this one, Jennifer, which you spoke. We spoke about Jennifer. You said NetBank Sundown. Miss Jennifer Muller refused.
Yes, it's NetBank that refused.
Yeah, but you remember you said Investec to me. So do you agree?
Which state? Because I'm still holding the IPIT statement and you are on the other statement. So I didn't know on which statement. Like I was trying to figure out in the two. No,
the IPT is a different ball game. It's another statement. I'm talking about the one which you signed now.
Yes, but when we were asking your questions, I was still trying to find out on which statement is it here, there, because it's not on IPIT, because I was still holding the IPIT statement
Yeah. So
for that.
Investec refused to give you a bank statement as well,
They did refuse.
and NetBank refused to give you a bank statement as well,
They did refuse.
and they don't give you reasons.
No, I do have the statement now. They ended up giving it to me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying at that time, they refused to give you reasons because you stated here anyway.
The reasons for them, it's known by them. But I struggled. It's been years that I've tried to get those statements, but I failed several times.
Now, because your statement, there's a Postmansbeck, there's Kimberley, there's Senten, there's Deben, there's Rustenbeck, there's Pulukwane. Now, I'm going to ask you here, there's an issue as well about 13,000 rand. Yeah, there's an issue about 13,000 rand and 1,300 rand, which you say, you just said here, because there's no pages, unfortunately. In December 2024, Investec Pretoria said I must go to Investec Sundown to get my statement. Can you explain that?
In Investec, you have different portfolios. You have your savings and you have your wealth. So in your savings, usually it was on the Pretoria branch, and in the wealth side, it was in the Sundown branch. And then Investec, we worked with a private banker. So during that time, they were sending me pillar to post up until they ended up saying, you must just go to Sundown and get your statement.
As I said, I don't want to talk much about Investec because it will sound bad, because indeed what we are saying is untrue. There's no truth of what we are telling this committee. Some of us are the clients of those banks we are talking about here. You met Ingan Smith to from recovery, and she told you that you must draft another statement on Excel spreadsheet. The last statement said you owe 13,000 rand. With the current one, she said, I paid and I still owe them 1,300 on legal fees.
So, can we come back to?
Okay.
Because I don't think that the conversation you have is going to help us as a committee.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. You could correct, because this statement is all over, Chair, and I can't help it. Hence, Honorable Nomvalo said it earlier. That is not paginated. There's no paragraphs. There's no pages. And when you read the statement, hence I'm saying to you, I'm still reading about Postmansbeck. Then there's Deben. Then there's Cape Town. Then there's Pulukwane. Then there's Senten. Then there's Pretoria. Then there's Rustenbeck. I'm confused too.
That's why I said when we started that Honorable Nomvalo and Honorable Ngola were getting us closer to how this matter should be concluded.
Let me leave it to Honorable Nomvalo. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Chair. Ma'am, when you wrote this statement, this one, which is not paginated, what impression were you under? Were you under an impression that you are writing a statement or a presentation?
The statement that I was writing, that statement is the statement that I wrote to the police
No.
committee. And then
Didn't you write this one for the ad hoc committee?
it was the one that I sent to the portfolio committee of police.
No, I'm talking about the statement that we have just signed.
It's the one that I attached as proof that this statement was at the portfolio committee of police.
Now, my question is, what impression were you under were you under an impression that you are writing a statement that you will sign and take oath for, or you are just writing a presentation that you will make before the ad hoc committee?
It's my initial statement that came to the committee. And then with that, because I didn't thought that I would be talking on this very particular statement. It was just a proof that this statement was in Parliament.
Ma'am,
And then
do you see the statement I'm talking about?
Yes.
The one that we have signed?
Yes.
Is it you who wrote the statement?
Yes, it's me who wrote the statement.
Did you write it under an impression that you are writing a statement or a presentation?
Surely a presentation, because it was just a statement that was going to be read and then be followed and tested.
So,
The portfolio committee.
so you intended to write a presentation, not a statement.
To the portfolio committee of police so that they can try and assist on my issue.
So,
The very same statement and attached it to the one that I was sending to the portfolio committee.
so you took the very statement you wrote to the portfolio committee on police to hear. This is the very same statement.
Yes, 'cause I didn't
No,
want
no
to change.
amendments.
I didn't want to amend anything. I wanted.
No, I'm talking now for the purposes of this ad hoc committee. What impression were you under when you submitted it? Were you under an impression that you are submitting a statement or a presentation?
I can say the presentation because of I didn't want to change anything. I wanted its on authenticity so that it's what was initially and what.
So this is a statement, not a presentation.
It's my statement.
So you intended to submit a statement, not a presentation.
A presentation is on PowerPoint, so I.
No, ma'am, I'm talking about the statement that we have just confirmed, which starts with harassment, bullying, and victimization. The one that we have just signed a short while ago. Did you intend to write a statement or a presentation?
It's my statement. It's a statement.
So this is a statement, and that was the intention.
To leave it as it came to Parliament.
No, the intention was to write a statement.
The statement I wanted to be the same statement that was sent to the portfolio.
Okay, let's move on, ma'am, because I think I'm getting more confused as I'm taking this question down. Because I'm trying to connect the dots here between what you have said or what we are presenting before us and our scope of framework. Are you telling this committee that as a result of a fallout that you had with Mr. Mkhwanazi, Themba Mkhwanazi, he influenced the police to have a particular position against you? Is that your evidence?
I can say so.
Do we have proof?
Is the incidents that happened at.
No, leave the incidents, but do we have proof that Mkhwanazi has influenced SAPS to have a particular position against you because of the fallout that you had?
Yes, because the police didn't want to engage anything with him. And I plead and begged and did everything that I can.
But I'm asking, do you have proof?
Yes.
Where is that proof?
What proof do you need?
No, you can't just make accusations about a person and not provide proof thereof. If I say Mkhwanazi has influenced the police, then I must show evidence. I must say, this is the evidence. These are the pictures. I saw Mkhwanazi influencing the police. These are the recordings. Any kind of proof that might assist us to probe the matter further. What proof do you have to show that Mkhwanazi has influenced the police?
What happened is that the police didn't want to do anything.
So that is your proof?
It's my proof.
That they did not want to do anything.
Yes.
And therefore.
It was ultimately being removed all the time on the system and I didn't understand why.
So your conclusion is that because they did not want to do anything, then they were influenced by Themba Mkhwanazi? That is your
Like-
conclusion.
Yes, my case was always been removed on the system. So I always used to follow up on it, and sometimes I would find it being removed on the system.
Okay, you are saying you have been followed on numerous occasions by SAPS vehicles. Were those vehicles branded with SAPS stickers?
Yes, mostly SEPS pops.
Have you reported those cases?
I did report to them. They know about my matter.
So you suspect that it's Themba Mkhwanazi who made the police to follow you?
No, they were supporting their friends.
I beg your pardon?
They were supporting their friends.
So by following you, they were supporting their friend. What was the intention maybe of following you?
Sir, that I cannot tell.
So how many times did they follow you?
Many times.
So they just follow you from where to where? From your house to your destination?
Basically, it used to happen a lot when I go to Kimberley.
So they just follow you and do nothing after that with with branded police vehicles.
With branded police vehicles.
They follow you.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Did
must,
you take the registration numbers of those vehicles?
I must stop you, Honorable Member. I must stop you. I think if there is any decision the committee must make, we are at a point where we can make a decision. Unless you ask the last question.
Yeah, no. I will ask the last question, Chair. I'll try to make it one question because I wanted to ask them separately. From the second last to the last page, you are saying, I think this is the unfortunate part is that these pages are not paginated. But the second to the last, from the second last to the last page of your statement, you are saying, you are talking about SAPC, that Themba Mkhwanazi used SAPC, SAFM, and SAPC News to participate and to get view of South Africans. Google is used to communicate with each other by regarding pictures and websites. Well, I'm also trying to understand what you mean by this. But the conclusion I'm making is that you are saying Themba Mkhwanazi used SAPC to deal with you. Do you have proof supporting this assertion?
Proof is the fake news. The first was in 2020.
Fake news. By who?
By the media regarding the strikes at Kumba in
Which media? SAPC.
SABC.
So they dispatched fake news about you.
No, it was about the mine. That
Of
they
the mine.
strike at the community, and there was nothing like that was happening at Kumba Iron Ore.
So they were spreading fake news about the mines.
That they strikes while there isn't any strike that way.
Okay, no, Chair, because we are saying
Honorable Souls.
let's leave it here. It's fine.